Welcome back to Valor Strategy, and get ready for a roller coaster of headlines and updates in the world of combat sports. It seems like we're going to be witnessing two big tech titans face each other off, not in the world of business, but in the world of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. In this video, we will discuss this exciting development as well as hear from the legendary Joe Rogan, who shared his thoughts on Alexander Volkanovski's BJJ coach. And don't miss out on the latest update from BJJ superstar Gordon Ryan on his road to recovery. Let's get started with the main topic for today. We call it the social media showdown, where the worlds of technology and combat are about to collide. If you missed out on the news the other day, SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk has just issued a challenge to Mark Zuckerberg to face off in an epic BJJ match. And social media is buzzing with excitement. Musk, who's been getting trolled these days for his apparent lack of regard for freedom of speech when it comes to himself, just went on Twitter and boldly stated, "I'm up for a cage match if he is," taking a jab at Mark Zuckerberg. MMA fans couldn't help but chuckle at this unexpected challenge. Interestingly, this comes after Meta CEO Zuckerberg has been experiencing some backlash for his recent remarks on BJJ. The man has already competed in jiu-jitsu competitions and even achieved a promotion recently. Now the question on everyone's mind was, will Mark agree to the challenge? And yes, it seems that Elon Musk's challenge didn't fall on deaf ears. Mark Zuckerberg swiftly accepted the dare, responding on Instagram with the words, "Send me location," accompanied by a screenshot of Musk's original tweet. The potential showdown stems from a discussion about Meta, Facebook's parent company, potentially working on a Twitter-like application. Musk, never one to shy away from a verbal spar, commented, "I'm sure Earth can't wait to be exclusively under Zuck's thumb with no other options." A Twitter user warned Musk about Zuckerberg's Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills, to which Musk fearlessly replied, "If this is for real, I will do it." With both tech moguls ready to rumble, the anticipation for this cage match is off the charts. Back to Mark Zuckerberg now. The tech titan has been making waves in the martial arts world as he continues to pursue his newly found passion for BJJ. Recently, he enlisted the help of BJJ world champion Mikey Musumeci to refine his techniques, and we saw some training footage as well. Chael Sonnen, the retired UFC star, has also shared his thoughts on Zuckerberg's decision to hire Musumechi as his coach.
He feels, I don't have the biggest muscles in the world, but I'm pretty good at flexibility. This is a guy who doesn't use power, he uses flexibility. I'm going to grab him and I'm going to learn the techniques. If that's the thing, we're in a good spot. What if it's fear? What if it's a matter of I don't know how good my opponent is? This is a really common one, guys. It's a real common one that athletes often have a hard time articulating.
Sonnen raises an interesting point. Understanding Zuckerberg's intentions is crucial in assessing his approach to martial arts training. Mikey Musumeci might also be one of the fighters who's collaborating on a previously hinted metaverse project that Zuckerberg is working on. This might be one of the reasons the two are training together. Let's talk about that session now. Musumechi coached Zuckerberg through various moves and techniques in the video that was released online. We saw in the video that it didn't take long for Zuckerberg to showcase his skills, as he successfully executed a slick armbar after a takedown and transitioned into side control, isolating Musumechi's right arm. Needless to say, that highlight reel sequence impressed the One Championship star. Darth Rigatoni responded, "Yup, that was perfect." The session continued with both athletes exchanging techniques. Zuckerberg even pulled the guard into a triangle, while Musumechi countered a single-leg takedown with a mounted guillotine and executed an eye-catching berimbolo into a back take. It's worth noting that the session was conducted in a friendly and supportive atmosphere. In an Instagram post, Zuckerberg hinted at his interest in a potential transition to MMA, following in the footsteps of Darth Rigatoni himself. It seems that Zuckerberg's training with Musumechi has sparked his interest in taking his martial arts journey to the next level. We'll have to keep an eye out for any further developments on that front. What are your thoughts on our video so far? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, we'd love to know whether you've enjoyed the video so far. If so, please subscribe to Valor Strategy Grappling and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on the upcoming videos. With that said, let's move on to our next news of the day. Multiple-time BJJ world champion Gordon Ryan has been in the spotlight recently due to a significant change in his physique caused by a severe strep throat infection. Ryan took to social media to provide an update on his health and share details about his diet. The no-gi goat has had to take a hiatus due to health complications, which led to a noticeable decrease in muscle mass. In an Instagram post, Ryan mentioned that his illness had reached a point where even elevating his heart rate became challenging. However, he has continued to keep his fans and followers updated about his health. He recently shared a video on Instagram showcasing the contents of his diet. It predominantly consists of protein and a mix of vegetables. Ryan, considering his size, also revealed his consumption of meat, including chicken, turkey, and more. He stated chicken and rice, pasta and chicken, turkey, meat, eggs, bread, avocado, veggies. Despite the criticism Gordon Ryan received for his physical changes, he remains dedicated to his recovery and has been actively sharing updates on his journey back to full health. Next up, we'll be talking about Joe Rogan, who's no stranger to BJJ himself. A Taekwondo black belt and an enthusiastic Jiu Jitsu practitioner, he has played a significant role in popularizing the discipline. Now, the B team leader, Craig Jones, has finally given the man credit for how much he has influenced the growth of Jiu Jitsu. In a recent episode of the El Segundo podcast, Jones expressed his belief that the growth of the sport relies on the number of people joining Jiu Jitsu classes and gyms. In his opinion, it did not motivate them to do that after watching ADCC or IBJJF tournaments. He said, "I can't say many people would watch an ADCC or an IBJJF and decide to start doing Jiu Jitsu. If anything, they watched a Joe Rogan podcast clip on YouTube and he spoke of the virtues of Jiu Jitsu, and they thought, yeah, I'll give that shot, you know?" He also mentioned that Rogan helped reshape the perception of who practices Jiu Jitsu by giving exposure to individuals like Eddie Bravo. According to Jones, the podcaster's influence through his own show JRE and other mediums has contributed significantly to the growth of the sport. Coming back to the last news today, we have something sad to share with you. In a recent interview with Kira Gracie, legendary Vale Tudo fighter Rickson Gracie shared some saddening news. He revealed that he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease 2 years ago. Now this comes as a big shock to BJJ fans and admitted, the announcement caught us off guard too. We're talking about someone who remained undefeated in Vale Tudo fights between 1980 and 2000, and whose impact on BJJ is unrivaled. Rickson revealed in the post that despite the impact on his motor system, which causes hand tremors and diminished movement, he's accepted the reality and only looks at it positively. "I don't see it as a surprise," he added, "but as another gift from God to see what I'm going to do about it. If I give you a lot of money and you do bad things, money hasn't served for anything. But if I give you a lot of money and you do good things, then I'm proud I've given you so much money. God has given me a situation I can transform for the good. And the most important reaction I have today in my life is that I can really express my gratitude for Jiu Jitsu, to continue working for Jiu Jitsu and empowering people, transforming it in a way that makes the sport more accessible for those that need it the more. So I see myself swimming freely on a perfect blue ocean, waiting for the next day without too much concern." Rickson Gracie's resilience and positive mindset in the face of Parkinson's disease are truly inspiring. His dedication to Jiu Jitsu and his determination to empower others continue to shine through, even in challenging times. Gracie won all his 9 official Vale Tudo matches in Brazil and Japan, most notably a pair of armbar finishes of Nobuhiko Takada, to launch Pride in the late 1990s. But he has touted as many as 450 unofficial victories around the globe. Crazy, right? And that concludes our news recap for today. Which news really caught your attention in today's video? Let us know in the comments section below.